So, um, it's, I guess it's been a week at this point, or almost, if you want to get technical, almost a week. This has been the hardest, most painful, slowest, longest week of my life. And I, none of, still none of this feels even real. I don't want it to be real. I wish it wasn't real. Every day, I wish that I would go to sleep and then I'd wake up and this would all just been a horrible, fucked up nightmare. But it's not. As much as I wish, as much as I pray that it is, it's not. This has it's it sucked so much. And as everything's been going on, I've noticed so much of the little things. And that makes me miss my dad a lot more. And there have been days this week where I've just did nothing. Monday, I went to work, came back home, slept, got up, just saw a notification on my phone about, oh, Game Awards Player's Choice voted, and then I just stared out for I don't know how long. I went on walks. I went on walks a lot, mainly at night. The other day, I was just filled with so much anger, and I felt so drained mentally, emotionally, and it just feels like there's this pit in my stomach that just feels like it just keeps going and going, and there's just no end. Um, the other day, Thursday, was my dad's viewing and services, and it hurts so much, and it was so fucking hard, but it helped a lot. That pit in my stomach, like you know, it's not like at, at times it's not even there, but other times it's there. It's like it comes in waves. Well, I wouldn't say it's more like in your a pit in your chest, I guess. But weirdly enough, that day was the day out of this entire week where I've smiled and laughed the most. Like talking about all the good times with about dad with my family and everything. Um a lot of people came by, people that my parents knew, that my dad knew, was friends with, people he coached cuz he did like you know, he coached. um people he knew growing up, people he knew in the Navy, because my dad was in the Navy. That's actually how he met my mom and my third oldest brothers, and he was in the Army. And friends of my brothers, friends of my sister, a couple of my friends from work showed up, which out of part of that part of the day, aside from going to aside from like going to dinner afterwards and stuff, when my coworkers showed up, when my friends from work showed up, that was the most out of that first part of the day that I smiled and laughed, because they are always able to just lighten up the mood. Um, there's a lot of people from where my dad worked. Um, After everything, we went out to dinner and stuff. Me and most of my family went out to dinner. Um, and then I got home, or I went for a walk with my sister and my niece, and then got home and then watched the Game Awards with one of my friends for a bit and talked about some of my other friends. Which Expedition 33 Game of the Year, let's go. But and I was thinking about it later that night when I went out on a walk. There were so many people there that knew my dad all throughout his life, that in one way or another he impacted. Even if it was small, even if it was big, he impacted them. And it reminded me of like 2018 or 2019. I don't know, a year or two before 2020, before COVID and everything. I was streaming and I got a message on my Instagram account from one of you guys on my not my private, like, well, it's not really a private account, but it's me, mainly ones for me, my family and friends. Um, but my YouTube channel, Instagram, and messaged me that things weren't going well. Really, things weren't really great for them. They were really depressed, and they thought about harming harming themselves. But they told me that I make their I lighten I brighten them up, and that I make them feel better. And I was really thinking about that last night, and I want to I want to do what my dad did. Impact people, or if it's you guys, or if it's people virtually or people in person. I want to have some sort of impact on people, even if it's just someone that comes by and sees, like, just, oh, hey, what's up, or sees me like once or twice, either in person or, sorry, it's my phone, either in person or online, and make their day. um, I want to do that. I'm sorry, just give me. I'm sorry for all the bunch of pauses and everything. I know, fuck, I know YouTubers do multiple takes on this, but I'm just going with one take. I'm not trying to make a perfect freaking video or anything. I'm just trying to just share my thoughts and talk with you guys. Um, but I want to do that and do what my dad did, even if it's something big or something small. I, I know he'd be proud of that. It's like I said, it hasn't been easy. I miss him more and more every day. Yeah, it's gotten a bit easier. I've I've actually today is the most I've even really touched really any of like really touched any of my games or anything. I would literally just either be laying down, walking, watching YouTube, or at most talking with one of my family members or talking to my friends. I've been going to work to, keep myself busy, and plus my friends at work, all the people I work with are just amazing, amazing people. And along with my family and my friends outside of work, they've been helping me through this as well. But this it's like I said, the service and the viewing helped. It helped a lot more than I thought it would. Today is, well, really, or I guess yesterday now, because it's Saturday, Friday. Um, um, yesterday is, yeah, yesterday to today is the most I've went really this whole week without really crying. I teared up a bit while at work. I was crying a bit when talking with one of my friends, and obviously right now. But reason why I'm saying that is that this whole week it feels like I've been doing nothing but crying and just, well, like I said, laying down or walking. But crying, when you lose someone, if you cry a lot, as weird as it sounds, that's a good thing. Because it means you have a lot of memories, good memories with them and everything. And it's always good to remember those. Yeah, you're going to be stuck in that situation, and your mind's just going to be on, they're gone. This just happened and everything. And a lot of things are going to stress you out, and I mean a lot of things. But it's always good to remember all the good things. And that they would want you to keep doing what you're doing. and everything. And if any of you guys, now I know like my friends were, my friend, like, you know, some of my friends were worried about it. Um, about me doing something dumb, and I wouldn't. I've never had any of those thoughts, and I never will have any of those thoughts. But I know some people do. But if you guys ever go through something like this, and like I said, I don't, but if you guys ever have any of those thoughts, they would want you to keep going. And they would want you to keep doing the things that you love. Even if it's the small dumb things, like any small dumb hobbies you enjoy. Yeah, give your, like, if you need to give yourself a break or anything. I just hope none of you guys ever have to go through anything like this for a long time. And if you have, I my condolences. I'm sorry, and I hope you never have to go through anything like this for a long while. And it's hard. I feel like I repeat myself, but it's gonna fucking hurt a lot. And then it'll go on to where, you know, weird to say it, but things get back to normal and things get on a steady track and everything. There's gonna be times where, like, you know, you're gonna be okay, all right, and everything, and then you might notice something, like either a song that they liked, or like, you know, you see like a movie or a sports team that they liked, or you'll know something that you did or that you did together or that they did, and that wave will just hit you, and it will hit hard. And I hope you guys have this. And if you guys don't, if any of you guys don't, I hope you do get this. I'm so grateful and lucky and happy for everyone. My having everyone, my family, my friends, in work, outside of work, online, everyone has been so helpful and supportive, and I can't thank any of them enough. And I also wanted to thank you guys. You're I've been seeing some of your guys' messages, comments, and messages, and it means a lot. And I can't thank you guys enough either. Um, I know it's a small little community we have, but I'm glad I have it. Glad I have you guys as well. You guys are what make this channel. You guys are what make doing this better. I know I said it might be a while, but I'm gonna try to start doing videos again. I know I have some recorded, I just haven't really been in the mood or have the motivation to really work on editing any of them. But I know my dad would want me to keep doing it. As soon as I'm ready, my dad would want me to keep doing what I'm doing. And I will. I'll try to stream, and I can't guarantee that, when I'm streaming, that I won't, you know, have my mood drop for a bit. But I'm gonna do my best. Not try, do. Yoda says, do or do not. There is no try. I'll see. Thank you guys again for watching, um, and your guys' support, your messages, and everything. And I'll might be this next week. I don't know, but I'll try to get back to you guys as soon as I'm ready. Thank you. I love you, Dad.